When people find out someone makes YouTube videos for a living, the immediate reaction is almost always the same. There's an assumption that having an audience that loves you and earning a substantial amount of money guarantees a perfect life. But recently, a steady stream of top creators have been sitting in front of their cameras, admitting to severe burnout, depression, and a feeling that they are losing their minds. If fame and fortune are supposed to guarantee happiness, we have to ask, are these wildly successful people just complaining for no reason? Or is the dream itself built on a broken promise? The reality is that these creators are experiencing a predictable structural cycle baked into the platform itself. It's a boom and bust life cycle that nearly every major channel goes through. To figure out why the ultimate internet dream traps so many people in misery, we have to trace exactly how a channel rises, and more importantly, how it falls. This chart shows a hypothetical creator's viewership trajectory over time. At the beginning, they hit the boom phase. This is an entirely positive surge where an audience discovers a channel, binge watches every video, and pushes the metrics into a sharp upward spike. During this window, the creator feels unstoppable. All the feedback is positive, the revenue climbs, and it's easy to assume this upward trajectory is a permanent state. But eventually, audience fatigue sets in. Viewers consume so much of the content that they naturally get tired of it. The very same videos that were once captivating suddenly stop pulling in clicks, causing those brag-worthy statistics to plummet back down to the baseline. Because view counts are completely public, the audience immediately notices when a channel stops pulling its usual numbers. Instead of recognizing shifting viewing habits, fans often blame the creator, leaving comments insisting the personality shifted. This drop leaves the creator scrambling to reconcile their past peak with a much quieter reality, triggering a desperate effort to reclaim their former relevance. To understand why this panic sets in, look at the back-end demands of the platform itself. YouTube relies on an algorithm that heavily rewards high-quantity, constant uploads to keep viewers on the site. The analytics dashboard doesn't have a button to signal that you are taking a vacation or that you need a mental health break. If a creator pauses their upload schedule to rest, their engagement metrics immediately drop. The mathematical architecture of the site interprets this dip as a failing channel, threatening to push their content out of the recommendation feeds entirely. Realizing they can never truly stop, the creator is forced to work twice as hard just to maintain the same level of interest they once generated effortlessly. Despite feeling completely drained by this schedule, they still have to turn on the camera and project the hyper-energetic persona the audience expects. No one clicks on a video to watch someone be miserable. Maintaining this fake enthusiasm while watching the view count actively shrink triggers intense self-doubt. The creator begins to question their own value, wondering what they are doing wrong when they are making the exact same content they always have. At this point, gaining a few hundred new subscribers brings no joy. Because they've already experienced the massive growth of the boom phase, these small milestones feel completely empty. These metrics provide a recurring high that becomes difficult to live without. When the numbers inevitably drop, the creator is left with a sense of loss and confusion, where simply staying relevant feels like a constant struggle against failure. When the fear of a dying channel fully takes over, creators often reach a point of desperation. They start throwing out their previous personal boundaries in a frantic attempt to stop the numbers from bleeding out. They realize certain tactics reliably generate clicks. They might broadcast highly personal arguments, film themselves crying, or monetize their own breakups, trading their privacy for a brief spike in engagement. Another common tactic is pivoting to pure spectacle. They buy expensive sports cars and massive houses, showing off a hollow luxury lifestyle to capture the attention of a younger audience, drawn to the illusion of extreme wealth. By relying on these manipulative tactics, the creator is now actively selling a lie. They project an image that fame and possessions equal a perfect life, while hiding the intense misery required to keep the charade going. Treating fame, wealth, and metric growth as the ultimate finish line is a mathematically unwinnable game. The numbers will always eventually drop. The only reliable defense mechanism against this cycle is intrinsic motivation, the internal drive to create something simply because you enjoy the process of making it. By focusing strictly on the joy of production, a creator insulates their self-worth from the volatile analytics dashboard. If a video performs poorly, they still extract personal value from the fact that they had fun putting it together. When a creator genuinely enjoys their work, that authenticity translates through the screen. An audience can feel the difference between someone feeding the algorithm and someone making art they actually care about, rendering the view count a secondary concern. Sustaining a career on YouTube requires a deliberate choice to prioritize personal fulfillment over the constant shifting demands of the viewership count.